Next up, we have Jason Wells. And he has a guitar. Jason might be the biggest Dave Matthews band fan in Des Moines. Since 2000, he has followed the band he loves to a level that might be a little much for some people. And with this in mind, we weren't able to do it tonight, but there'll be a future PKN that will follow his, that will have the next event, the social couple. We'll talk about that at the end. So, with beginning, here's Jason.
So Dave's been a band since 1991, and it gives me some great experiences. I've been a fan since 2000. They've been around a lot longer than me, but I started getting involved in 2000, and we're not going to talk just about the history of the band. We're going to talk about what it's added to my life. But you got to know the band first. You got Carter Buford on the drums, one of the greatest drummers who ever played. That's what some people don't realize is Dave has some of the best people backing him up. You have Boyd Tinsley on the violin. We can play air violin later if you want to. We got Stefan Lazar, the bass guitar. Leroy Moore, saxophone, passed away in 2008, long story. And then you got Dave. And Dave doesn't care. Dave is himself on stage. I remember he's always said that music is so much bigger than anything I bring to the stage. He goes out and sits on the stage. That's how he introduces himself when the band comes on stage. He doesn't drop down from the ceiling. One of my favorite places to go, Alpine Valley. We'll talk more about Alpine Valley later. Such a great place. But how many Dave shows have I been to? I've been to 80 Dave Matthews Band shows. 80 and counting. Well, we're gonna get to 100 someday. And that's the Gorge in Washington. It is 3 hours outside of Seattle. It's 3 hours from any city. And yet you get so many people to go there, and it provides you such a unique experience away from people. The only way to be there is camp. And then you want to become part of the band. Like, I want to do things that they want to do. Carter does the fist bump. Jenny, you're going to learn the Carter fist bump. No, you need to put it in. Yeah. So that's the Carter fist bump. Anytime you want to greet me, just give me one of those. We're in good shape. They even have there's tumblers. There's websites dedicated to what Dave Matthews says, and shit he says on stage, most of which I can't repeat here. And then we have the icon up there. That's a famous fire dancer, Dave's time. And Dave's does some of the craziest stuff on stage, but also sometimes very true. And there's the crew. You got my brothers. You got some of my favorite friends, and you turn that into a summer. And you go from show to show, and you say, God, this is really a great experience that I'm enjoying with these people who are close to me. It's more than just a concert. It's being with these people. It's that the show starts at 7 or 8 or whenever, but you're there at noon, tailgating all day long. And it's more than just, puff, puff, pass. That's part of it. That's part of the culture that you gotta learn. But there's more to it. And that's our good friend Matt. Matt passed away in 2009. He was a huge Dave Matthews fan. He brought this love song to every show to go to. Much bigger fan than I was. And no one knew why he brought it. But ever since he passed away, he was about 32, just didn't wake up one morning. And ever since then, there's been a love song at every single show. So it's a community. And then you get excited for when tour dates come out. Every February and March, you're on the edge of your seat, like, when are tour dates coming out? And then you leave a meeting at a job because you just got a text and tour dates come out. And you can't sit in a meeting at your job when tour dates are out. And then you guys play fantasy football. I play fantasy Dave Matthews. You're like, what song is he going to play second? I guess that's all right. I get extra points. You gotta be in Dave's mind at all times. And then during the show, there's apps. dedicated to what's going on at the show. You can post stuff like I'm there right now. Dave's on stage and a beach ball just hit him in the head or something like that. But I have this app that texts me the set list as the concert's going on. I mean, you don't have that app, do you? No, you don't. And then number 41 becomes your favorite song, and it's not very creative. I mean, Dave's like, well. It was the 41st song that we wrote. We might as well call it number 41. We have nothing better to call it. And then they come and have our jerseys because people will buy them. And it's so much fun. It's not a Katy Perry song where if you've heard it once, you've heard it a million times. I love Katy Perry. But if you've heard it, you know, like Kiss the Girl, I liked it once, you've heard it 100 times. But I can hear number 41 80 times, but even though he doesn't play it every show, I love it. And then your iPod starts looking like this, where you got these 7 to 200 versions of the same exact song. And you're like, why would you have that? Because it's different every single time. It becomes a true experience. Try to breathe. And then it becomes such an experience that it makes a crowd of 20,000 people feel like you're with your 200 closest friends. And that's me. I was a little bit younger. I looked a little bit better. But that's me and my brothers. And we're having a good time at a Dave show. And it provides you a memory that you're going to carry on for the rest of your life. And this is Alpine Valley. This is my home away from home. This is my summer. This is what I look forward to every year. So what weekend is Alpine Valley going to be? It's usually the 4th of July weekend. But the Grateful Dead mean this is the greatest place in the world to play. And if you've ever had the chance to go to Alpine Valley, you know. If you haven't, please go. And then they finally, in 2009, play in Des Moines. And they do a story about you and Juice, and you're the biggest Dave Matthews Band fan in Des Moines. And then you get the band tattooed on your shoulder. Thank you very much, guys.